Hi everyone, this is Menz here, playing the Tier 9 German heavy tank, the VK 4502B, here on Ruinberg, being that it is this map and encounter. I'm going to be focusing on the city. Now this tank did receive quite a few buffs recently, which has made its frontal armor pretty damn impressive, especially when there's no Tier 10s in the match or the enemy doesn't have many TDs. Now, looking at the enemy though, their Tier 9s do have pretty decent premium rounds, so they still can punch through your frontal armor regardless. You just have to remember to angle quite a bit. Hopefully, even though this tank is slow, I'm gonna be able to get into the bottom of F2, but we'll see if that actually happens or not. Ruinberg really plays the being aggressive. The more you sit back, the more flanking routes you give the enemy, which is the case in a lot of maps, but being that Ruinberg has a lot of choke points, it's even more emphasized here. Once you get corners, and you can kind of hunker down in them, but if you don't take the corners far away, it's hard to push up further, which you really want to get that map position early on, which it looks like we're going to get. There is that FCM 50T in the middle, but we should be able to hit him pretty hard. Hello, M103. I'm just gonna roll out. Hello. These tanks aren't too much of a concern to me.
Kette wurde getroffen. Sie kann jeden Moment reißen. Kette wurde getroffen. Jeden Moment reißen. Der ging voll durch ihre
Keep my
Panzer.
frontal armor, worry about the E75 mainly, but I should just be able to shrug off everything.
Zerstört. Wir sitzen fest.
Most people don't know the weak spots for the VK, since they buff the armor, but you can find them on watchkeeper.com.
Kette verloren. Wir sind gegnerisches Fahrzeug ausgeschaltet. Verlos.
But pretty much that lower glacis is not a weak spot anymore.
Wirkungstreffer. Ziel erfasst.
On E75.
Ich sehe sie nicht mehr.
I'm not loaded yet. I just missed you. Now the gun on the VK definitely leaves a little bit to be desired, but overall it's not terrible.
Wir sind bewegungsunfähig. Fahrlos. Feuererlaubnis erteilt. Wo sind Sie hin? Wir haben sie.
Hello WZ. Just missed my chance at him. Yeah, there is a full health E75. I will be heading heading back to help out with him. Even though we pretty much have this in the bag, you still never know. Especially with a tier 9 like that. There's only a few of us that can reliably hurt him if he's angling well. So just overwhelming him with numbers is the best bet.
Gegnerisches Fahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
No, it's not really suicide for them. They're just trying to win. But since I knew I had a lot of frontal armor, that's why I just played aggressive. Put myself there, let the enemy just fucking blast away at me. Just so it gives my team a little bit more motivation to push up and be aggressive as well. No, IS-3, why couldn't you stay up? But regardless, pretty nice match. Probably not going to get Top Gun, so... Nope. But nice win for us. We definitely grabbed the most important parts of the map, in my opinion, in the beginning, which kind of led to us having an advantage early on. They did pull back a little bit and made it closer than what I thought it would be, but overall, Mastery 2nd class, got Steel Wall. You can see here, got the most amount of damage on my team, 2,796. Destroyed 5 tanks. Didn't get the most amount of experience. That IS as a tier 7 did a great job. And then I blocked 4,830 damage, which for the VK, especially if there's no tier 10s, especially tier 10 TDs, that should be something regular for you, because they buffed the upper Glacius and lower Glacius by quite a bit, and now they're both 200mm thick, and no any real weak spots on the front, which, like I pointed out, you can find a full weak spot guide on wattguru.com. Is right here, this flat section of the machine gun, but even that, it's still pretty damn thick, and even though it is near vertical, that little section, it's still pretty hard for tier 8 and under tanks to pen. Then this vision port, it's hit or miss. Sometimes you do module damage, but it's actually 0 armor if you hit it in the right spot, but it is a little iffy. The turret front's pretty weak head-on. Turret sides they're okay as far as strength, but if they aren't pointed right, and say the gun is actually pointing this way, making this a little bit more flat, they're very weak. And then the commander cupola is also weak on the VK, but overall its armor is pretty solid, and most people just resort to shooting your lower Glacius because that was paper thin before, but now it's immune to most guns shooting at it. But anyway, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my website, wotguru.com.